Hello.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever the fuck you are.
What's going on?
What's up, fellas?
How we doing?
What's up?
Not much.
Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah. Having a smoke. Nothing like a smoke on a Thursday.
Nice morning smoke.
Morning smoke. We got what? 295, 296?
296.
296.
No, maybe 297.
Oh, excuse me. So that means, if my calculations are correct, you said this is 297? We will be at episode 300
On Tuesday. Crazy.
Wow. Sheila fucking Weeze.
Where's
And a
the
lot
time,
of these
though?
episodes, let me tell you. All right. Let's do it. Episode 297. Let's make it happen, Michelle. I got to read that stupid thing, right? All right, cool. I don't mean stupid. You know what I'm saying. All right. At the beginning of the show, if you would like to be featured at the beginning of the show, make sure that you say welcome. It's not the thing. I just can't see far. Welcome to In the Pit to our Instagram at Lumberland HQ or email casey@lumberland.com, and we will pick up the best ones to be played at the beginning of every show. I swear, I want to get that button upstairs and say this once. Fuck.
We'll do it.
I
We'll get that
think
recorded.
that should just be the way to do it.
Yeah, so we got coming out today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Today we've got this show coming out. No shit. Thank you. And we got a snack time. Part 2 of the pretzels is coming out at 8 o'clock tonight. So that's what we got rolling for you. So don't get overwhelmed. Take one show at a time, and you'll be just fine. Without further ado, Nut, take it away.
Game 2 of the World Series last night. Stros, baby.
7-2.
Yeah,
7-2.
I mean, here's the thing that I say about this. It's huge that the Braves have the next 3 at home.
Yep.
If they take 2 out of 3, they're in great shape. If they only take 1 out of 3, well, I mean,
Take 3 out of 3, they win.
well, same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they're gonna win 3 in Atlanta, do you?
No, probably not.
But we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes.
Yeah.
But they'll be in great shape if they can go back 3-2 back to Houston next week. So we got game 3, 4, 5, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Atlanta. Then potential 6 and 7 Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Yep.
Well, by the end of next week, we'll have a winner. Buy your mugs. Bless you.
So Jose Altuve last night moved to tied for second all time in postseason home runs with 22. Number 1 all time is Manny Ramirez with 29 home runs.
Springer got to be on that list, right?
He's 5th on the list, and Correa also isn't that far behind.
Like I said, we can say what we want about the cheating and all this shit. They've fucking been nasty for years.
I mean, they're one of 5 teams in MLB history to go to 5. One of 3 teams in MLB history to go to 5 consecutive World Series, CSs. Sorry. So they've been in the championship series the last 5 years. One of 5 teams in MLB
Pretty
history.
fucking good.
Yeah, and it's even harder now than it used to be because, like, up until until I think it was 91 when they added the wild card. It used to be you just make the CS if you won your division. So if you won your division 5 years in a row, like the A's did in the 70s, they won the AL West 5 years in a row and they made the CS automatically. The Astros have to win a round of the playoffs to make it to the CS. So, I mean, it's not surprising that like Altuve, Springer, and Correa are all up on that list. I mean, Correa, when all said and done, he's 26 and has 18 postseason home runs. When all said and done, he might be the leader in postseason home runs.
You really think he goes back to Houston next year?
No, but I think he'll go to contender. Welcome.
Hey.
Joey's
Hey,
here.
man.
Good morning. What's going on?
Talking Stros. Talking baseball.
Talking shit.
How was the game? You watched it last night.
I did.
How was
I
the watch
watched it.
party?
I had a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys watched. I'm
Yeah.
glad you came along. I had a lot of fun.
Sorry I didn't hop on and got back late.
Hey, that's okay. I almost hopped off early.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know, I went to the Celtics game last night.
Trash.
Somebody asked during the show where you were, and I told them you were on a date.
Yeah.
And it took me.
What?
I'm
Wait,
not-
whoa. Time out.
I wasn't on a date. I was at the Celtics game.
Oh,
I told
okay.
Joey, like,
I was gonna say,
Pen-
wait a minute, Johnny. What do we got to talk about here? fuck the fucking assholes. What do we got going on here?
I told Joey on Monday, on Tuesday, and yesterday, I was going to the Celtics game. And the number of times he asked me, what are you doing on Wednesday? You want to do a World Series stream? Or, like, what are you doing tonight? or just that would come up, just like
It must have been 15 times.
15 times.
And then you texted me jokingly yesterday evening to remind me, hey, in case you forgot, going to the game, ha ha ha.
Yeah, and then you forgot.
And then I
you
actually
just
on the
paid
stream
one
was like,
fucking
oh, I think
side.
Johnny's on a date right now. Wish him luck. And
I'm at the Celtics game.
And it took me a minute to be like, and I tried to explain to the people like that. It's insane that I forgot that again. But
Considering the fact that
game was
kept reminding you. The Astros game or the Celtics game? 'Cause
both games. How was the game?
Wizards game was great. We'll talk a little bit about that later.
All right.
We got an NBA topic. Yeah, we were talking about Jose Altuve and how the Astros just, it was not going to be surprising if Correa breaks a home run record for postseason home runs. He's at 18. He's 26. I think. So I was saying, Nick said, do you think he'll go back to the Astros? I don't. An interesting name being thrown around for a team that wants to make a big splash this offseason. Former manager of his, the Detroit Tigers could be in play for Carlos Correa.
Red Sox.
No.
We don't need a shortstop.
Yeah, you got one.
And we hate.
Well, I
And
mean,
not
they
only
could
that,
move
you
to
don't
third.
you not want to spend that money. They're not spending that fucking
No
money.
shot.
No.
I have all right, we're gonna get on to this after this topic. I got a sad reality for the Red Sox. And I'm
What?
just going based off facts.
Drop it.
They are gonna become not a small market team because that'll never happen, but they are gonna significantly decrease that payroll within the next 2 to 3 years. They are not gonna want to spend money. They are going to try to figure out.
Well, they already
ways-
done that. That's why they didn't
That's
take
what
What I'm
that.
saying is they're gonna try to be
The Rays.
pretty much. Yeah.
I mean,
Why
we'll
would
see
they
what
do that?
happens.
Why
It's
would
going
they
to be
do
hard
that?
to tell what's going to
they don't want to
happen.
spend money.
Yeah, I mean, you
Henry's literally said he's tired of spending money.
you hire a guy like Chaim Bloom to not spend money. That's why you hire Bloom. And Bloom did a great job. I mean, he managed to nickel and dime his way to an ALCS. But we'll see what happens with
Yeah,
this
but you
new...
nickeled and dimed. But when he got here, I'm not trying to say it like this. Yes, he's put some pieces together. He didn't draft Devers, and Devers
No.
is still on his rookie contract.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell you want to call it. Xander Bogaerts, they signed that deal before he got here. JD Martinez, that was a Dombrowski signing.
But getting Kike, getting Renfro, guys like that who help fill out this
Yeah,
roster.
Ralph also
Technically
had a
getting
career.
Yeah, exactly.
Statistically.
He had a career year, exactly. And when he came to Boston,
Right.
that was a good find by him. Getting a guy like
I
Renfro,
don't deny that
getting a
one
guy
bit.
like Kike, filling out your outfield with those guys.
Who do you got in the rule? I mean, getting Ottavino and Whitlock.
Yeah,
Getting Verdugo for Mookie. A pretty
But
fair one for one.
But the problem you're going to
pretty
run
much.
into.
Actually, though, I mean, this
no,
year.
no.
This year?
I'm not listening to this argument.
I'm
This
not
year?
either. Stop. It
I'm
doesn't
not listening to this
matter. It
argument.
doesn't. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
not-
1 year
oh,
doesn't matter.
okay.
Oh, you
Okay.
talking about Verdugo being better than Betts?
He had a better year than Betts.
They had a comparable year.
Numbers would tell you Verdugo had a better one, and they both got to Game 6 of the championship series.
Yeah, which one won a World Series in the last 2 years?
And an MVP.
Well, technically the Red Sox won it the year before that.
Yeah.
Well, 2018 with Mookie
Verdugo
Betts.
Verdugo was on the losing side of that. He was on the
Dodgers.
the 18 Dodgers.
Yeah, he was. So
The reason why they
what
got
else?
Verdugo is because he's $365 million cheaper.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to listen to that argument that they're like this year, not even this year. No, Mookie Betts had a better year than him.
Where?
OPS
What, 854?
854 versus 777. It's 80.
Those are different numbers.
Those
yes.
are 80 points. That's a huge.
80 points. Those are different numbers, yes.
And Mookie was hurt for part of the year. He never got in the swing of things, but he still out-homered Verdugo. Verdugo had 13 homers. Mookie had 22. He had more RBI than actually, no, he had fewer RBI, but RBI is a bunk stat anyway.
Oh my goodness.
It's a bunk stat. RBI. It's a RBI is all dependent on your team's success because if you don't have runners get on base before you, then you're not going to get RBI. It's. I mean, that's when Bryce Harper won MVP. He had fewer than 100 RBI because that team sucked.
Okay, but
It's a bunk stat.
No, it's not. You still have to get a hit with
you
people
still
on
have to
base.
get a
Sure.
hit when people are on base.
So
It's
it's not a bunk
it's
set.
like
at
people
all.
saying
Get a hit
Barry
to get an
Bonds.
RBI?
Barry Bonds, all of his homers should be negated.
You
What?
can get 10 sack
People
flies
make that
a game.
argument that like,
Good.
oh,
Who makes that argument?
there are people that say, oh, Barry Bonds takes steroids. That's why he hit so many homers.
Yeah, I mean that is the truth partially.
Yeah, but
He
the guy
still
was
had
just-
the greatest, one of the greatest, if not the greatest swing
Yeah.
in baseball history.
He's probably if he didn't take steroids, he'd probably be the greatest player of all time without them. Only player to have 500
still
homers,
would've
500
had
stolen
500 home
bases.
runs
Yeah,
without the steroids.
I think it would have been a 600 homer guy. I always say the steroids got in the last 160 home runs. However, he did take steroids, but that's not even close to the argument I'm making. You're comparing apples to like sushi.
Excuse me?
Apples to sushi. I've never heard that one before. Could have just went apples to oranges.
I know, but like that's. I'm just saying that one was so out of fucking
Nick,
left
he's
field.
being a negative Ned right now.
No, I'm just saying RBI is a bunk stat.
It's not.
It's all dependent on other things, on other factors. Yeah, you can get hits.
Johnny, if
You
you
still
played
have to get the
baseball and
hit.
had 100
Sure.
RBIs in a season, would you say, man, I had a pretty good year?
Sure, but because probably a bunch of other stats back
So
it
you
up
just
too.
you just basically agree with me.
No,
No.
no, he didn't.
If you had 100 RBIs in a season and your average was 220, would you be like, ah,
No,
man, I had
that's a bad
100
year.
RBIs?
That's a bad year.
It's a bad year. You got a lot of hits with runners on, but that's because your team probably did well. Because you probably had a lot of guys on before you.
You still have to get the hit with runners on, though. You still have to put the ball in play with runners on. It's not
Yeah,
bunk
but
stat at all.
I
You
think
could just strike out every time, but no, you got.
Are you a
put it
fan
in
of
play.
BABIP and all that kind of crap?
batting average, balls in play.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's not even that advanced of a statistics. You're talking like, I'm not a fan.
BABIP's a useful stat. Yeah,
It is a
it's just
useful.
how- it's just
I'm
how
not a fan.
lucky-
Yeah, it's like a double
I'm not a
ball.
fan of like the super advanced sabermetrics, but I'm also not a fan of the basic counting stats. There's a middle ground like OPS, where you can calculate your on base plus slugging. That's a very basic stat. That's not that complex, but I think it's a way more comprehensive stat to show you for a player's success than RBI and the normal counting stats. Like that's why we don't really should judge wins anymore from a pitcher, because yeah, a pitcher could do really well but get 7 wins. It's all dependent on your team. Quality starts, a much better stat for
But you still
judging
have
pitcher.
to get a hit.
Sure, and you still have to get a win in a pitch as a pitcher.
Nah, I don't. Those aren't very comparable.
I think they are.
You can ground into a double play and get an RBI.
Still
Yeah.
putting in play. You
But
could also
still put it
strike
in
out and
play,
not get
and you're
an
helping
RBI.
your team.
That's
So
You're not
Adam
wrong.
Dunn in 2012 hit 204 and had 96 RBI. Would you say that's a good season?
Yeah, he's helping his team try to win, man.
I don't think it's horrible.
You could say that
He
about
struck out
Gallo
200
this year.
Yeah.
Over 30 home runs, but batted
Oh,
190.
hey,
Not a
here
great
we go.
season.
Johnny, what's the point of baseball? It's to get more runs than the other team, correct? And win
Sure.
the game.
But
So
the-
if you're putting balls in play with runners on base and you're getting RBIs, that means you're helping your team win.
Yes, because at that point, the advanced statistics doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, it's
Did you
wins
see?
and
Speaking
losses.
of advanced
what
statistics,
side of the fence are we on where we have Nut and Mike agreeing on something?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Another,
That makes
Because
me
advanced
feel
statistics
really
are
not.
so fucking stupid. It's wins and losses.
okay, but
Well, not.
you can
It's all about wins and losses.
Sure, but you can get marginal advantages from looking at advanced statistics. You can look at things like if push comes to shove, it's going to come down to wins and losses in the finite of the day-to-day games. But if you're looking for a long-term success, finding guys who have high on-base percentage, finding guys who, I should put my A's hat on for this.
Finding guys who put the ball in play and get RBIs.
Did you see that A-Rod tweet last night?
Too. Right? Am I right? Yeah, thank you.
Well, I mean, RBIs, you can't judge a player's RBI total from year to year because if they go to a different team and no one gets on base, then they're not going to get RBIs.
Yes, but you sign a guy to help you
Sure you
win.
can.
You don't
You
sign a
could.
guy to say,
Sacrifice fly. That's
"Oh
an
man,
RBI.
that guy had a great
Ground and
OPS,
double play, guy scores.
but he
That's
didn't
an
help
RBI.
us
That's not
win."
RBI, actually.
Yeah, what do you
Double plays on RBI. Doesn't count as
Johnny,
an RBI.
Johnny,
Yes,
do you
it
sign a
does.
guy?
100% it
Okay.
doesn't, Mike. I
Okay.
know this one for a fact. An RBI
John-
does not count as a ground in the double play does not count as an RBI.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It's not an RBI. You don't get credit for an
Why
RBI.
wouldn't it count as an RBI?
You don't get credit for an RBI for a double
So
play.
if you have no outs with the bases loaded,
And you hit
say
a double
Mike's
play?
on third, Nuts on second,
You don't-
Joey's on first, and I hit into a ground ball and he scores, I don't fucking get the
You
RBI,
don't get the RBI
even though
for
I
that.
got 2 outs.
Nope.
So what's the difference between that and a sac fly?
It's the rule. Is you don't get credit for an RBI with a double play.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I'm not denying that I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard.
But so A-Rod tweeted this last night, and it's the stupidest tweet I think I've seen in a while.
He's
When
got a
the
lot
second
of-
inning about the Astros, he said that second inning for the Astros was the anti-analytics inning, making contact, beating the shift, and even doing with some low exit velocity. Impressive.
What's impressive about not being analytically sound?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Hey, Johnny, can I ask you one last question about
Okay,
this?
you can ask me one last question about this.
Do you sign a guy to help you win?
Yes, but
Yes.
judging.
Okay, so
but judging
okay,
his
no, let me
ability to
finish.
help you win
Let me
by his
finish.
RBIs doesn't help.
Let me finish. You sign a guy to help you win. Do you sign a guy to either help you win, or do you sign a guy to hit 4 whatever? I don't know what a good OPS is. 5 whatever.
What?
The guy has 5 whatever, but he has 80 RBIs. No, you would sign the guy that's going to get 110 RBIs
No.
and have less
no,
OPS.
No.
Because you can't judge
You can't-
how many RBIs he got is not going to tell you how many he's going to get, but his prior
OPS
OPS is going to tell you what his future OPS is
yes,
going to be.
because if you're building on your OPS,
Considering he's like the same player.
yeah.
I'd rather sign a
What,
guy that's
so-
going to be clutch in
wait.
certain situations.
But what's
he-
clutch?
It's impossible
Here's a
to
great-
judge
What's
where
clutch?
those RBIs
What is
came
clutch?
from. Just by
Clutch
the
is
number.
coming up when there's guys on base, man.
But like that is the most like
You could be up 35 to nothing with the bases loaded.
Garbage time RBIs.
Yeah.
What if I had a grand slam when the game's 18-0?
Dude,
And you have Brock Holt
okay.
on the mound.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
What? It's RBIs, like...
Garbage time RBIs in baseball, I think, is not like garbage time points in football. Two different things. Two different
Oh,
things.
so here, all right.
Okay.
I got one more for you on this.
Sure.
Yes or no, that when they do the Triple Crown, it's average, home runs,
And runs
and
better.
RBIs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because-
it's not on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and schmogish percentage.
Well, it's because it's a 120-year-old...
Right.
It's because it's a 120-year-old award that they do.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
the
old.
argument is that like it's taken seriously and it's like given a lot of prestige. And I think like the argument is like maybe we give it too much oomph.
Yeah.
Give it too much weight.
Like in the year that Miguel Cabrera had the Triple Crown, Mike Trout had a better season. He was more
Jacoby
valuable.
Ellsbury had a better season than Verlander. And
Yeah.
fucking Verlander got it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But I'm saying, like, if you're looking at the Triple Crown statistics where Miguel Cabrera led in average, he led in home runs, and he led in RBI. Mike Trout still had a better season than him because he was more valuable to his team. He was better defensively, first of all. Second of all, he had a better OPS, which is on-base plus slugging, means he got on base more and he hit for more power. OPS is a very rudimentary stat that I think everyone needs to adopt.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
more-
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Trout not have his team get to the playoffs? I'm not saying he's not
Yeah.
valuable. That's not what I'm saying. But that team didn't get to the playoffs.
That's not his
Right.
fault, though.
I'm not saying
He
it's his
provided
fault,
the
but I'm
most.
saying that didn't Miguel Cabrera's team make it like to the?
They made it to the World Series that year. But that's because they had Prince Fielder. They had a prime Victor Martinez still. Victor Martinez was was coming off being second in MVP voting the year before. You had Justin Verlander. You had Max Scherzer. You had Anibal Sanchez. You had
How
Rick
did that team not win the
Porcello.
World Series?
Like, that team was
They have
absolutely
Price?
stacked. Not that year. Price was the next year. They got swept by the Giants, yeah.
That was fucking
Like-
crazy.
You know, that's how. And Mike Trout was playing with, I guess he had C.J. Wilson, and that's the year they signed Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton. But, you know, that was not his
Those
fault.
were two huge acquisitions at the time.
Yeah. So, this
Mike Trout.
is Mike Trout.
He's a 1,000
Career OPS. Yeah.
Mike Trout
that's so
will
dumb.
never go to a postseason.
Ever again?
I don't think he will. Ever. I'm saying it right now. He'll never go in the postseason again.
I
I hope I'm wrong. I want to see the guy win, but I just don't see it happening.
If it happens, does it have to be with, or they saying it wouldn't be with Anaheim, Los
He
Angeles?
signed a 14-year deal there. They're never.
I mean, he's
letting
not.
him
He's a lifelong angel.
Yeah.
They're never letting him go. That's like, yeah, they're not letting him roll. Not
Hey,
happening.
Gretzky got traded, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tom Brady fucking didn't stay with the Patriots either, so I guess anything can happen. But still, usually
right.
when you sign a guy to a 14-year deal, usually he's not going anywhere.
All right, so we got a couple more baseball topics. Some MLB hiring updates. Padres interview Ozzie Guillen.
That's a stupid.
I love it.
That's
Me, Ozzy. I love Ozzy. Speaking of no analytics, but he's fun.
Doesn't he have all that fucking racial crap on him or something like that?
He says some stupid stuff often.
Yeah, but that's what cost him his job.
In Miami? No, well, what cost him his job in Miami was defending Fidel Castro. Because
That's a pretty big one.
he didn't even defend Fidel Castro. He said like something that a lot of the Cuban people interpreted as defending Fidel Castro. So whatever. That's why he lost his job in Miami.
Anti-Fidel podcast.
All right, we're not going to get into politics, but we
so
are
yeah,
going to.
but I like. So one of the reasons why Jace Tingler never had I read about this and never had the Padres front office or the team was because the Padres are a very Hispanic team, you know, a lot of Hispanic players, and he just was like a sore thumb there. So you know, getting a Hispanic manager in Ozzy would be a good fit for them, I think. Go White Sox! I'm wearing my White Sox hat.
It is a White Sox.
And then no one wants to be the Mets GM. Shocker.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
I'll be the Mets GM. Fuck it. You want to pay me $5 million to fucking turn that place into a bonfire? I'll do it. Sure.
So they've interviewed. So they went after. So far, the Mets have gone after Billy Beane. He said no.
No fucking way.
Theo Epstein
He'll never
said no.
He'll never leave Oakland.
Billy Beane left Oakland. He's not in baseball anymore. No, right now he's working for like a fucking.
For some reason, I just thought he was fucking still with the A's.
No, he left them last year. He went to like a some finance job. I don't know. It sounds soulless.
Nice job.
Nope, no problems there.
Theo Epstein
Fiduciary.
said
Hey,
no.
my name's Billy Bean.
Fiduciary.
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 The Brewers GM said no. Matt Arnold. The Cardinals assistant GM said no. No one wants to be the Mets GM. And
Somebody will take it.
Someone's gonna take it. Someone just
someone
as corrupt as
eventually.
the last.
Somebody will take it.
but
I
it's a-
could see Steve Cohen hiring somebody from
What about
outside
Dan
of
Snyder?
baseball.
He's gonna hire the manager of the fucking CEO of fucking Fidelity.
John Gruden's open.
Ugh.
That would
Oh.
be
the worst decision ever made.
that would be
I've got a
horrendous.
sleeper pick for you, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy.
I'm sure it is if you say that.
Alex Rodriguez,
And the Mets.
Mets GM Alex Rodriguez. He's business savvy. He wanted the Mets
The
in the
corp.
first place. Maybe this is his way to climb
They-
up the food
didn't they-
chain. Could be the president of the fucking Mets. I'm telling you, he was in the running with J-Lo at the time with Robert Kraft to buy the team. I could totally see it happening.
I don't.
Someone interviewed him for GM, I
I
think.
could totally see it happening.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's business savvy. I could see it.
If he wants the job, I don't know if he wants it. 'Cause
I
again,
didn't
no
say
one
he
wants
wanted.
it.
I'm just throwing out a name that could be a possibility.
There's a guy named Alex Rodriguez who's the general manager of a burger star in Omaha, Nebraska,
Is that the one you're talking
That's the guy I
about?
was talking about. Yeah,
Yep.
not the guy who played for the Yankees.
with managerial experience. He's a business guy.
2 years experience
Yep, that's the guy I was talking about. All right.
in a growing startup.
Business savvy. Oh no, he's worked there for 8 years.
Oh
wow.
my god! Oh, and he was at Olive Garden before, worked his way up.
Wow.
He's got the experience.
This is the guy, Alex Rodriguez, the
He
general.
has one connection on LinkedIn. I like this guy. This might be the guy
And
for the
Steve
gig.
Cohen? What? It's one connection. He
we
speaks
about to break
Spanish
this
too.
story?
He speaks Spanish. He's perfect.
All right, so we're moving on. Thursday night football preview. JJ Watt out for the year with a shoulder injury.
Tough blow.
Golly, man, this guy.
Fucking blow.
Can't stay healthy.
No.
God.
I mean, has he
I
been?
know he's not going to retire, but boy, oh boy, is it going to be hard not to think about it.
Mike, you want to give me two?
Has he contributed this year significantly?
Not really.
No, he's been a non-factor. I think they cut him at the end of the year.
Yeah,
He's
that
got
sucks.
a second-year deal on his deal.
He has one forced fumble. Yeah, he's done nothing.
I mean, he's old.
I mean,
isn't he?
Arizona's not hurting without
32?
him. They're still
32.
undefeated.
They're
right?
going to still. They're going to still.
Old and very injury prone.
He played.
Gonna,
He played 16
ride that
games
wave.
last year. Wow.
Do you think TJ is better than JJ?
Way better.
Right now,
right
in
now.
their prime?
Yeah.
In their prime?
TJ already has 2 defensive players a year now.
No, he hasn't won any.
Won it last year.
He won it last year.
Donald won it last year.
No.
TJ Watt won it last year.
Fake season. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's look it up. No, it's Donald.
He got screwed then.
Yeah, he did get screwed. That was the whole thing. People were like, "Oh, TJ Watt had better stats than Donald did," and
Did he have more RBIs, do you think? Or better OPS?
That was super delayed, Nick.
It took me a minute to fucking process that one.
Oh, okay. All right. So
yeah.
who we got? Who we got tomorrow?
Cardinals,
Or tonight,
Packers.
I mean. Yeah,
Great
Cardinals,
game.
Packers.
6-1
Who we got?
This
versus
is actually
7-0.
one of the better Thursday night games you'll see in a long time.
Oh yeah, I think it's one of the best of all time. This is a great matchup. I'm very excited for it.
What's the line?
So
Mike,
it's
obviously,
6,
you know.
I think 6.5. So the Packers are without Devontae Adams, Aaron Lazard. Alan
Packers
Lazard.
are favored 6.5.
No, Cardinals.
I was gonna say.
They're without Lazard. They're without
I didn't
who
know
else?
they had
They're out.
nobody already bet on the fucking Packers.
Someone else is out too. They're without a bunch of wide receivers. The Packers have no wide receivers.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who is?
Devontae Adams is on the COVID list. He ain't playing.
Jesus.
For who?
Packers. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable too.
Yeah.
Two big receivers right there, right?
Yeah.
2 of the best in the game.
So,
But,
yeah, who we taking? I mean,
I didn't know the whole Packers team was out.
Give me Arizona.
Are you taking the line at 6?
I mean, I took them to cover. This is before I knew all this though. So It's gonna be tough for them to cover, but I mean, I think
What was your bet?
6.5.
So you took the cut.
No, I took Green Bay to cover 6.5.
Gotcha.
What does cover mean? Can you please explain that?
Lose by less than 7.
Yeah, so either you.
Gotcha.
He wins.
Gotcha.
I mean, I think after hearing that, I'm sure the Cardinals.
Can you change your bet before the game?
No. Once you put your bet in, it's locked.
I'm sure the Cardinals will win this one.
Yeah, so it's 6.5. Money lines minus 275 for the Cardinals.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Packers money line is 225.
It's not a bad bet.
I like that.
It's not a bad bet.
Not a bad bet.
Not a bad bet.
Might put a buck on the bad
Aaron
bet.
Rodgers is still
It's not
really
financial
It's
good.
not
advice,
financial
by the
advice.
Yeah, I think Rodgers proved that first game was a fucking fluke.
Oh, yeah, they're 6-0 since that game.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I think. I remember we were talking at the beginning of the season. Was Rodgers throwing the season? I think they just weren't. And I think Rodgers missing some training camp may have made him a little slow.
rusty.
A little rusty. But yeah, they look great. I mean,
rusty.
All right.
could this be the NFC Championship matchup?
Could be.
I like the Rams. I like
Yeah?
the Rams going deep.
And there's this other team called Tampa Bay. That's pretty.
You like the Rams going deep? You like ramming in deep?
All right, we're gonna move along to the NBA. Recap the Celtics and the Lakers. They're struggling early this season.
Yes.
Lakers are ass and so are the Celtics.
So, I was at the Celtics. So I don't know if you know this, Joey. So Joey, I was at the Celtics game last night.
Did you go there after your date?
I didn't have a date
Did you
last
meet Dante there?
Did you take
you
your
fly?
date to the Celtics game?
night. I went with some friends.
Girlfriends?
One of them brought their girlfriend. So quick story. So I went to the
And
game,
he gets his couch today.
and one of my friends, she used to work for the 50-50 raffle at the Celtics game, and so we went and she goes to talk to people she used to work with, and she texts us. She says, "Hey, I could get us in a suite," and we're like, "Oh, really? Sick." So we go down, we go to the suite. So apparently what happened was the 50-50 raffle gives out 2 suites to people and it's for charity. And one of the people didn't show up. It was like halfway through the second quarter. And they're like, we need someone to sit in here. We need a body in the suite. And there's like all this free food, free drinks, not alcohol, but like, sodas and everything. And so we're like, oh, sweet. So we go, we sit, we start eating, we start watching the game.
Wow.
We're there for about 5 minutes. And all of a sudden we see the door open and like 30 kids just run in.
So you had to leave.
All right, we just dipped. We just left. And went back to our seats.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have ate.
Children?
I would have
Children.
literally ate as
It was like a
much
charity
as I
thing.
possibly could for a living. Like, yeah, they told me I could be here. What the hell is Joe Exotic doing up on the screen? Is he,
We'll
on
talk
the, is
about
he
it.
in the topics?
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are topics.
The trailer came out.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a sec
The trailer came out?
for season 2.
Oh, I need to watch this after the show.
Yeah. So the Celtics are 2-3 now. Start the year. They look bad. Tatum looks awful so far.
How
Tatum.
bad does he look?
I mean, he can't finish at the
Tatum's a
hoop.
prima donna.
I mean, what's he shooting this year? I mean, I can't imagine. It's
How many games have the Celtics played?
5.
Okay. It's not 0.
No. So
I've been saying
far,
this for a few years now. Tatum's not the guy.
You don't think so?
He's not a franchise guy. Nah, he can't lead.
so he's
I'll tell you
shooting.
right now, Mike, you're on to something.
He's shooting 42%, which is a career low. He's shooting 30% from 3.
I said thank you.
He's taking 10 threes a game right now, and he's shooting 30% from 3. He's shooting 23 times a game, shooting a career low in field goal percentage. He's
Why don't they
struggling
Celtics trade
so
for
far.
Ben Simmons and we'll take Jason Tatum
Yeah, sure.
straight up.
Sure. No problem.
You have to remember, Jason Tatum's 23. He's still very young.
Where did
He's
he go to
19.
He went to Duke.
Jason Tatum's still 19.
Yeah.
Still
Still a
19.
freshman at Duke.
I have a hat that says Jason Tatum's only 19.
And how's that playing out?
Just fine.
Yeah.
He is.
But, yeah, I mean, I was high on this Celtics team because I thought that
I was too.
that Tatum would take another step forward. But, man, he's been rough so far this year.
5 games.
Yeah, but it's like there's some worrying stuff. He's playing stupid. He's playing very stupid.
It's early in the season.
Yes, but you hope that off-season coaching, in the game plan of a new coach would help, alleviate
This
some of the
tells
issues.
you it wasn't Brad Stevens. That was the problem.
Yeah, I mean, he's making the
Stevens
same
was
dumb
the
mistakes he made
problem.
every year, and this year is only worse. Like he's making the worst dumb mistakes that he
Why'd
used to
you get
make.
rid of him?
And so it just shows that like nothing's changing with him, and that the way that you thought this team would develop would be if Tatum took another step forward and alleviated it and got rid of some of the dumb mistakes, and he hasn't.
But again, 5 games.
Sure, but like
you can't say like,
nothing's-
he's like,
but nothing's changed with
he's
him.
shown all these things again. It's like, no, we're talking over a 5-game sample. Like we never talk about a 5-game sample unless it's
Well,
the postseason. Like we
Or
never.
football.
or football.
Sure. Yeah.
I know it's early, but there are some troubling signs here. He needs to change his ways. He needs to get better.
That's
because
on the coach, though. Here's the thing, right? The players, when I say players, a.k.a. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who wanted this guy to be the new coach, not Brad Stevens. Well, you need to show the fuck up and fucking play and stop acting like a little bitch. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
yeah.
We
But
also got to remember NBA coaches do nothing.
I think it's again in some teams they do, some teams they don't. Like if you have LeBron on your team, you're not doing shit. But if you have a young team
That
like the
Frank
Celtics,
Vogel guy, he ain't doing nothing. He's a
LeBron's the
fucking
coach.
yeah, LeBron's the coach.
The past couple.
Who is the Lakers coach?
Frank Vogel.
What?
Vogel.
Whatever the fuck his name.
What does he do?
Nothing.
just-
Holds a clipboard.
Yeah, do you think he's like
Holds a literal
all right,
blank
honey,
clipboard.
I gotta go to work. I'm gonna.
Yeah, shows up for
Yeah.
game time. Yeah, no, he
There was
does
a video
nothing.
from 2 nights ago where Frank Vogel and I think it was Russell. No, not Russell Westbrook. Someone was there, and Frank Vogel's just standing there, and LeBron's like doing this and like pointing out, and then like gives him like a pat on the back, and Frank Vogel just walks away.
Yeah.
Didn't even say a word. Just LeBron there coaching
Yeah.
the whole time.
Did we do something with that?
Yeah, that guy does absolutely nothing.
Yeah. But speaking of the Lakers,
Best job in sports,
Yeah,
being LeBron's coach.
speaking of the Lakers though,
You don't have to do anything.
yeah.
did you see Russell Westbrook had a career night for him? He had a quadruple double.
Did he? Congratulations.
20
Still
points.
fucking Sucks.
14 rebounds, 13 assists, and 10 turnovers.
Oh. Is that technically still a quadruple double?
They don't count it, no.
They should.
False quadruple.
Yeah.
It's the Russell Westbrook double.
I like to count it in my books.
Someone had a tweet about it. I can't remember what it said.
Westbrook double.
Westbrook double.
All right, Big Nick, it's your
but-
favorite time.
Oh.
Oh, are we still talking about NBA? I think we were done with NBA.
Who did the Celtics win last night?
No, they lost
No,
the
they-
Wizards.
Oh, okay.
Because I was there. I don't know if Joey knows this, but I was at the Wizards
I thought
game.
you were on a date.
I mean, I had fun.
You flew to Maryland for the game?
I flew to Maryland, which is weird because the game was in.
How are the Wizards doing?
They're pretty good. They're
Are they?
3-1.
Is Bradley Beal gonna stay there?
Okay, so I want. He
was there last night,
He was
right?
there. Yeah, he just didn't. He was awful. It was one of the worst games I've ever seen him have. Couldn't make a shot. Still won.
Too busy looking at your day, Johnny.
Look at my date. Yeah.
Jealous motherfucker.
But what was I saying? Yeah, someone was saying this about Damian Lillard. What?
What's up?
Someone was saying this about Damian Lillard. I saw this on TikTok, Matt Spawnhour, who's a good follow on TikTok if you want to follow a good basketball account. But he was saying that we don't like when players stay with one team and players are loyal. Like, people are mad at Damian Lillard for wanting to stay with the Trailblazers. People are mad at Bradley Beal for wanting to stay with the Wizards and question him constantly. Why do you want to stay with a team? And yet we also complain about players moving teams so frequently on the NBA. Like, we don't know what we want from these players. Do we want them to stay with one team and try to win with one team? Or do we want them to leave and try to win a championship? Because when a player gets traded or requests a trade to go to a different team, people are like, oh, here we go again. People are wanting a trade. When Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal are like, I want to stay with my team. I want to win with a team and build something here. People are like, oh, what are you doing, you idiot? Go to a team that you can win with. So we want it both ways. I think
That's society.
that's society. I think there's
Oh yeah,
it's
society.
with the smoke in the mouth.
That's society.
That's society, kid.
Society for you.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Bangkok's got him now, bitch.
What are we talking about again?
Hangover till.
Okay.
Well, I was doing Chinatown.
Yeah.
I thought it was an interesting point because I never really thought about it like that. Like how, we always are complaining that players want to stay with the team. And like whenever I bring up Bradley Beal, people are like, oh, why is he staying with the Wizards? He wants
Why
to build
is he staying with the Wizards?
Stockholm Syndrome. But he wants to build something, I guess. Like, people don't. When Bradley Beal requested a trade, people would be mad at him for requesting a trade. So,
I mean, you're right.
yeah.
He should have
Pretty good point.
Should have gone to the Lakers.
Yeah.
No, the Lakers are butt. And I'm going to talk about them for like a quick second because they're butt. And I don't think this team is good. I've changed my tune on them very fast. I had them winning a championship last week. They're butt.
And now you've seen 5 games.
They're butt.
It's
And
only
you've
5
gone
games.
from they're a championship team to their butt.
They're butt. Russell Westbrook is bad now.
Okay.
He's not good.
Russell Westbrook, the one that got a triple-double last night?
Yeah.
Quadruple double.
Quadruple
dude.
double.
I mean,
And
literally, though, he
blew-
got an actual triple-double
And
last
blew a
night.
24-point lead, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Against the Thunder. It's one of the worst teams in the league.
The Lakers were 260-0 when leading by 25 points, and they blew it to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oklahoma State
and
Thunder.
lost.
A bad team.
Wow.
I like the Thunder a lot. They're fun. Yeah, they, and then he got ejected from the game last night. On top of that, too. So yeah, he's butt. Russell Westbrook lives in this paradox where he's one of the best players to ever play basketball, and at the same time is butt. And it's the Russell Westbrook paradox that he lives in, where he can do average a triple double in a season, and still have not a good year like he did last year, where he statistically blew up the stat sheet, but still didn't make his team any better.
Tell him Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a fucking head case.
What do you mean he didn't make his team better? The Wizards made the playoffs for the first time in how many years?
2 years.
2? What,
Yeah.
Didn't they have like the worst?
They were the 8th
First
seed,
time in what?
like
Yeah,
against the
last
Raptors. They had John Wall and Bradley Beal. They were really good for the mid 2000s.
Oh,
But-
you know, but I'm saying like since John Wall, like in the past couple of years, they've
They
had
made
one of
the
worst
playoffs.
records every year.
No,
The Wizards?
they were a middling team. Like they were like a 12 seed, and they were an 8 seed last year. It wasn't like they were great or anything.
Well, they got Westbrook and they made the playoffs. So Lakers got.
They made
him.
them like
That's
2
another
spots. They
championship.
made them 2 spots better. Like I think they were the 10 seed the year before, and then with Westbrook, he made them the 8 seed.
You didn't make them 2 spots worse.
Good point.
That is true.
Good point.
And also, Bradley Beal wasn't playing the game by himself because John Wall was hurt. And so having a body that's not a dead body is better than, not having anyone. That was the difference in years. Like John Wall was out for most of the year before, and so the Wizards weren't that good. And then you get a body in there who can actually play basketball. It's going to help the team, obviously. And when it's not just Bradley Beal doing everything. But Russell Westbrook paradox is a real thing. And I think he's just regressing more and more. I mean, the Lakers were up 41-19 after the first quarter, and they lost.
It
Why
might
you
be
play
the
the
worst
game
shooting
until it's over.
percentage team I've ever seen, like from free and everything, and the decision making's terrible.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
LeBron's
everyone's
now
playing
getting
hero ball.
hurt. AD is so weird. He takes these like fadeaway,
Baseline jumpers.
yeah, and, like deep twos. He's
Yeah.
a postman. Like, do it in the post at least. Get a little fadeaway in the post. Don't just like jab step and then huck a shot up.
Anyway, Lakers are butt. We can move on.
All right.
Alrighty. Trailer for Tiger
Are we
King
allowed
2.
to play this or no?
Do we? I don't think we can't play the audio for it, but I mean,
Tell me it's on YouTube anyway, isn't it?
yeah, but we can't.
Can't play it.
We can't play
We
it.
can watch it after.
We've been
We'll watch it after.
we've been getting demonetized a bit on this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For
Nah.
what?
People own the copyright to like create. Sometimes when we watch like fucking like a dolphin smoking a cigarette or whatever we watch on this show,
Hang on, where can I find that?
I'm sure it exists. Everything exists.
That is true.
But when we watch like a video like that, a lot of times those will even get pulled down. So we for sure are not gonna try to mess with Netflix's.
Netflix is
legal
a
stuff.
big company.
Yeah, they know what they're doing as far as legal goes.
Oh, I meant to say this quick. Now we're talking about shows, then we can talk about Tiger King. I just started Ted Lasso last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be my favorite show.
First
are you
season
rich?
is excellent.
Am I rich?
You got Apple TV?
No, I use my friends.
Yeah.
What are you kidding?
First season of that
Okay,
show.
look at you differently.
The first season of that show
Jesus.
is wonderful.
How
The
dare
first
you.
the first season is incredible. That show.
I
Guy
think
sleeps on an
I,
air mattress.
I think yeah. I haven't moved off an air mattress in 3 months.
Today's the day.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Oh yeah, today is
Today's the day.
Yep. But yeah, so I watched like the first like 8 episodes. I couldn't stop. I literally,
Yeah.
I felt like a little
Kid.
little kid in a candy store. I was just smiling ear to ear.
Exactly.
It was like
it's such a joyful show in
and
the
it's
first
just
season.
hilarious.
And the
Like-
second season is not that good.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I'm sorry.
People love the second season. People are loving this. They just won a bunch of awards.
Yeah,
Isn't
for the
it?
first season.
For the first season?
Yeah.
Oh.
The second season,
All right, well,
they
no, I don't
forget.
wanna
They didn't
watch
real.
anymore.
No, I stopped watching in the middle of the second season. It just got
Come on, Johnny, don't ruin
tedious.
his hope.
Hopes and dreams.
But
dead.
the first season's excellent. I love the first season so much. It's one of the
so
most
good.
joyful shows I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Tiger King. I'm
Tiger
very
King.
excited for this too. Couple weeks.
Couple weeks, baby. Let's go. Tiger King.
I hadn't
you
watched the
gonna
trailer
watch-
yet
you
either.
binge
So
watch
what, I heard the trailer is like much darker, like this new trailer.
I watched the trailer last night.
Yeah.
And it's
I
kind
did
of
not
going
realize
over
the trailer
how
came out. I am watching this as soon as the show's over, so hurry the fuck up.
yeah, it's gonna it's just Joe Exotic kind of like talking from prison and saying how everyone's making money off of him, and they go back into the
You're
Carol
making money too.
Baskin
You just can't
case
spend it in jail.
Yeah.
about her husband.
What's his
and-
real name?
Joe Exotic.
Joseph Margliato Passage or something.
Yeah, that.
Shit like that.
Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage.
How the
That's
hell did
pretty
you get
darn
that close and you can't say spontaneous combustion, but you got that name?
Beautiful shit. Some things matter more, okay? Joe Exotic's real name matters.
What the fuck do I care about fucking expulsion for?
What?
Anyway, Joe Exotic's in jail, and that's all the season's gonna be. This season's gonna suck. I'm sorry.
Mike, don't
I'm
fucking
still
tell
gonna say it. I'm still
Don't
gonna
fucking tell me.
watch it.
Dude,
So
just eat the fucking thing.
me. I'm
It's a smoke.
I'm like Cam Newton. We're fucking sipping smoke. Oh shit, we can't say that because Cam Newton owns that. Well, fuck you, motherfucker.
Nick, you gotta throw it at the camera if you want to.
anyway, this season's gonna suck. I'm still gonna watch it because the first season was so fucking good. It's never gonna live up to the first season, and it's just gonna be Joe Exotic talking in prison. But still, definitely gonna watch it.
Nick, you excited for the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your predictions? What do you think happens in it?
Well, supposedly the bitch isn't in it because she's a fraud. Carol Baskin. And I don't know. So here's the thing. In season 1, they talked about how, like, when he was in prison, he's like, I got dirt on everybody. Let's work out a deal. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, nothing's come out. Like, you haven't said anything. Like, wouldn't you think if you could get your prison sentence reduced, don't you think you would say something? Nothing's come out. I mean, the
probably
guy
not.
was probably just full of shit.
It's probably not credible.
Yeah.
You could probably just say shit.
Call you later.
The first line of the trailer is
gotta
him
be
from
Snake.
prison saying there is an innocent man in prison.
There's an innocent man in prison.
He is.
I like his
something
I like
else.
his haircut. Like, can you throw that back up? His due.
He's got like a bob.
He's a fuck.
Those bangs are luscious.
Yeah, they're quite the bangs.
Look at that beautiful face. I love that man.
Does he have a serious mullet, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Mike, would you ever get a mullet?
Nah, my hair doesn't grow like that.
Like, you're getting a lot of comments on the TikTok about your hair. People loving it.
Oh, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
A lot of.
Buy the guy
soup
dinner
comments,
first.
too.
Yeah?
There's a handful of Another Day in Love with Big Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love all of you, too.
Speaking of buying dinner, Nut was telling me over here, you going out to dinner tonight too? Back to back, huh?
Yeah.
Gee Louise.
No.
Gee Louise.
3 dinners in one fucking week.
Someone's
the other
birthday?
Yesterday?
Monday. I know.
Monday's a weird day to go out for dinner.
Yeah, I was falling asleep in bed before we had to go. Ended up being a good
Where
dinner,
you where are you going tonight?
though. This place in East Boston. Little Italian
Mike
joint.
will not disclose where it is because people will show up.
I mean, it's called Paws on Porter.
Okay.
Great restaurant.
I'll be there.
I'll plug the restaurant. Great restaurant. Not
Fine
enough
pick,
people
Mike.
know about it.
People are going to literally be watching this episode and pause it and run to that place
That would suck.
at 5 o'clock.
He's probably gonna eat at 9:30.
9:30.
9:30.
Don't you have like late dinners?
No,
What time's the reservation?
I don't know.
You were giving all. What's your home address? too?
7:30.
Give me your social security number while we're on
All
it.
right, bleep this out.
All right.
Oh, wait. No, yeah, I do.
Mike, you
I
never
know
should have told me that you live in East Boston.
What?
Because now you're going to
Do
have
you
to
find
expect some texts and calls that I'm going to or from the airport.
Oh.
I'm the first guy at the top of the list now.
Yeah. Well, I'm literally a stone's throw from the airport. If you ever need a ride somewhere to park,
I do.
You know where to find me.
Ooh.
Okay, good,
I need rides.
cool.
Perfect.
See you
There
later.
we go.
All right,
so-
so wait, he's gonna pick you up from the airport, and then drive back to the airport. Is that the plan?
Why would he Joe?
Wait, what?
You said he needs a ride. If you need a ride to the
So
airport,
it's not like he needs a ride. So
I
he's gonna
need-
take him to the airport.
I'm flying back. At whatever. We'll talk later.
All right.
We'll
we'll talk logistics later.
You guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
A little bit.
A little
I
bit.
can't
I
get
wish
into
I
it.
Lives in
did.
East Boston,
I did
too.
too.
He fucking
Doesn't
picked
he
you
live
up.
in
He lives in Southie.
Not East Boston?
No.
No.
You're in East Boston?
Yep.
I'm just making it
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. I'm in East Boston. Cases in South Boston.
All right, thinks he's hard, huh? Yo, I'm from Southie. Fuck you.
Glorified college town.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got then this is next topic. Nick's gonna like this. It involves a buy one get one.
BOGO.
So, man was facing a felony charge for being 43 cents short on a Mountain Dew bottle.
A felony charge for 43
All right, so
Seven
get
years
this.
in prison.
So
This is fucking
a Pennsylvania man was arrested this year over a bottle of soda, has dodged a 7-year prison sentence. So the incident reportedly took place in August at an Exxon gas station in Duncannon, where Sobolewski, I'm just gonna call him Sobolewski, misread a sign promoting a 2-for-3 deal on soda bottles. Police said he entered the gas station around 6 p.m., grabbed a 20-ounce Mountain Dew, and placed $2 on the counter before leaving. Sobolewski thought the beverage cost only $1.50, but the deal did not apply to single bottle purchases, leaving him owing a total of $2.43, including tax.
And so, how do you get a felony charge?
How's this a felony?
So a gas station employee reported the incident to police, who arrested Sobolewski on a felony charge.
Over 43 cents.
It was reported that he had been hit with
Unbelievable.
2 theft cases over the past decade, getting charged for not paying for a tank of gas and allegedly stealing shoes from a store. Under Pennsylvania's 3-strike rule, the third theft offense must be charged as a felony, regardless of the amount of
How do
value.
you not pay for a tank of gas?
I was gonna say,
How do you not fucking pay for a tank of gas?
The only way I can think of that is there are some gas stations so that you can actually fill up the gas tank before you pay.
What?
I'm being dead serious.
Point me to that one. I'll fucking.
Michael.
Concord gas down in the Concord.
See ya.
You can fill up the gas tank without putting your credit card in and smell it.
Well, Michael,
Why
we'll
aren't
see
I
there,
doing
Mike.
that every day?
Yeah, see you there, Concord Gas.
Smell
I need to
it.
get gas today. Fuck.
Ugh.
I need to get
Oh,
gas.
I had to
today,
get
too.
gas this morning, Mike. Dude, $4 now for premium.
No.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
feel bad
Oh,
for you
this-
putting premium in your car, to be honest with you.
I mean, premium's the shit. You gotta put premium in
Gas.
your car.
What do you mean it's the
So I had to get
Premium
extra.
is way better than... You know,
What do
you
you
put
mean better?
premium is way
the
better
car
than regular
drive
gas.
better?
Yes,
Yeah, it does.
It performs
You get
better.
better gas mileage.
1,000%.
Drives better.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You ever see that Family Guy clip?
All right, so if you owned a Ferrari, you put in regular gas in that car.
I wouldn't own a Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Okay. If you owned
Bentley.
a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, a Ghoster, something.
You just named 2-3 cars more expensive than Ferraris.
Growing up.
Fine. How about a Mercedes? How about a BMW?
How about a Porsche?
How about an
You
Audi?
guys think I need to replace my 2015
I did
Mazda
not
CX-5?
fucking say you.
Hell no.
What if you got a
fucking-
2021 Mazda CX-5?
It's a 2015 Mazda. How dare you imply that I need a new car?
not say you need a new
No,
car.
I just here. I don't get it. I don't get what the appeal is. I think it's
It's
to make
cleaner
people spend money.
gas.
So
It's cleaner gas.
I do understand all this, but I don't have sympathy for you choosing to put that in your car and complaining about paying more.
Well, no, I'm just
So-
saying gas prices in general are going up.
Well, no shit. Complain about regular gas with me. I don't care about your premium.
Okay, regular gas has gone up.
Thank you. Yes.
It's like
Let's talk about
384.
that. Yeah, it's awful.
387.
I'm paying like 330 where I go.
360 in East Boston.
Got
It's like
350.
340 down here. It stinks.
Yeah, there's a place around me I got 330
It stinks. It's gonna
Yeah.
touch
A
4
regular?
soon.
for regular. Yeah.
I heard somewhere that they're trying to get it up to 4.
Who's they?
California, it's
Like
about
the
$4.
Oh, you gotta be Florida with $5 in
It's up to like
California.
I
$4.
paid over the summer. I paid $80-some to fill up my tank.
80 what?
Some dollars.
I would have started filling up my
What the
mouth
fuck?
with gas too. Might as
It's
well at
not-
that
and
point.
this, like in California, for
$80 to fill up your gas tank?
Yeah, in
yeah,
the
I'm working
summer-
remote.
In the summer, the gas has always gone up like from 350 above every summer for 10 years.
Fucking ridiculous.
But that's California.
It's California.
Get an electric car.
That's baseball, baby.
Yeah, a
big
lot of
bump,
people
baby.
are. It's a great way for people to get electric cars.
They're literally pushing people to the brink that they will get electric cars.
I want that Volkswagen electric car. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, then the new one?
It's like the i3, I think it's called.
I want the
The
freaking.
Volkswagen.
I want the
i3.
Audi S7 electric car. That thing. Phew. It's 90 grand. Can't get it.
I want one of those Flintstone cars. You power with your feet. Just go.
Yeah, honestly.
That'd be fun.
Automatic cars are coming soon too, baby. If they're not
Self-driving?
already. Self-driving.
I
Automatic.
don't buy it.
I mean, Tesla.
I'm with you on that one. I'm
they
fishy
exist.
about it
What do you
too.
mean?
Yeah, Tesla already has that.
They have it. They exist. They're not good. I was watching a video of this.
They exist though.
They exist, but they're dangerous. I don't think.
Well, they're going to exist in every brand for the next 10 years.
If you have self-driving cars, you either need self-driving cars to be autonomous, like all cars to be self-driving, or you can't have self-driving cars. Because if you have human decisions being made with self-driving cars, the car is going to make what the car's judgment is best. But when you have human error involved in the decision making, then you're gonna have so many crashes because the car is gonna go forward. So there's this video.
There's like automatic braking and stuff that like, entirely negates the
There's
danger of human
there's
decision.
there's a video of a guy driving through New York with his Tesla, self-driving Tesla, and if he wasn't paying attention, he would have hit 3 pedestrians because the car just sped up into pedestrians because it's a computer. I mean, like
Yeah, no, the self-driving car.
Too many people in New York City anyway.
Yeah,
So
why are you driving?
I think the
eliminate
car was
you.
making the correct decision.
yeah, I kill a few people sometimes.
I
you
will
know?
say the
Yes.
lane assist though thing is pretty darn sweet.
Yeah, lane
I have that
assist-
in my car where I can just like, but my car will actually like beep at me and tell me to put my hands back on the steering wheel.
I
Gardner,
think
put your hands back on the steering wheel.
I think if there's one aspect of the Teslas to trust, it's like the computers and the electronics and all that. Like that, I've heard people say that like Tesla is a technology company that happens to make a car.
That makes
Does that make
sense.
sense? Like,
Well, yeah, it is.
I think-
It's a computer on wheels.
Yeah, and,
Yeah,
and that's
that
all
makes
it is.
sense.
Like,
Those
as
screens
far
are
as,
so
like,
big,
The
dude.
manufacturing of the car
screen in
itself,
your friggin' thing's
like the
big.
hardware of the car, like the body, like the panels don't line up, like the windows don't work a lot. Like there's like these little like major like problems with a car manufacturer, but like that's not what they're trying to be.
Yeah,
They're making a piece of technology for the road.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, don't
All
steal
right.
gas.
Don't
And-
steal gas.
And don't.
Are we still talking about Joe Exotic? Is that
No,
what
we're talking about the
that
Mountain
was that
Dew.
guy with the felony. Of
Oh,
43 cents.
okay.
All right, so let's move
Obviously
on.
Talking about Mountain Dew.
So, people gathered for a small dong march in Los Angeles.
Who? The hell's a dong marsh?
I saw you there, Nut.
Hey.
Really? Were you in LA, buddy?
Yeah, I was also in the small dong march.
Nice.
Obviously.
All dongs go to heaven.
Yeah.
So there was a small dong march in Los Angeles where people marched in the street. I feel there's one chant I saw like something about like circles.
Wait, is this actually like
A real thing.
we're talking about?
Penises.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Ooh, all right.
We're talking about the
I
small
thought,
dong
I
march.
thought there was some sort of joke in there. That was
No,
missing.
this is literally what it was.
Yeah, I was
Hashtag small
feeling
dongs, big hearts. Jesus had a small dong. My dong is not a choking hazard. Here's some posters.
I mean, what the
There's
fuck is
nothing wrong with a
people?
small dong. All dongs are equal. My 4-inch
Speak
Frank
for
is
yourself
big.
on that one.
This is wicked funny. I kind of wish I was there.
Yeah. So, do you know who? Chad
My
and
dog is
JT
bigger than your
from
dong.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're the ones who organized this thing. They're YouTubers. They're pretty funny guys. It's a guy who went on like to city council and
Oh,
Podcast
yeah,
clips are
um,
all over TikTok.
yeah.
probably.
Was it asked
Who is
for a
it?
Paul Walker statue? Is that the guy?
Chad
Maybe.
and JT go deep, or TJ?
yeah,
TJ?
JT.
JT. Chad and JT go deep. These guys.
Yeah, you might recognize them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I don't need to hear dongs and deep in the same
Yeah, that's
sentence,
the guy who
okay?
did the Paul
Well, small
Walker
dogs
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
go deep.
yeah. So these guys are pretty funny. And yeah, they organized a small dong rally. Good thing. Good.
Bringing
to see-
awareness to the small dongs.
Yeah.
It's good for them.
I'm
Good.
glad
Good.
someone had the power to speak up
Yeah.
for us who wouldn't.
Yep.
Us.
Who the hell are you talking about us for?
Spoke up for them.
Yeah, them.
Those
Uh,
guys.
Not us.
Fucking speak for yourself over there.
Definitely not.
them and
Nope.
Would you join the
No,
big
sir.
dong rally, Big Nick?
I wouldn't join any dong rally. This dong's a fucking lone wolf pack right here.
oh
Oh god.
no. I don't like when there's sound effects involved in that.
Especially talking about the dong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I asked for it.
All right, next topic. New Origin Buzz Lightyear movie is set to
Let's
hit the
go.
stage.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
yeah, no, it looks awful.
That
What the fuck
looks-
is that?
It's Chris Evans. I don't know why they only get Tim Allen to be the voice of it, but they got Chris Evans to be the voice. So it's an
What the
origin
hell
story.
is that?
It's the
Buzz Lightyear.
origin story
I know, but like,
for the guy who they based the Buzz Lightyear toy off of. That's the story.
here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Here's the
Is
thing.
it?
I like that.
Is it?
I like that.
Wait, it's not just the origin story. They didn't like make up an origin story of Buzz Lightyear himself.
It's the because
not
Buzz
like the
Lightyear.
character,
Well,
it's
Buzz Lightyear's
like-
from a TV show. If you remember that, when he goes and fights Zorg in like the first movie or something like that, or maybe it was the second movie at the beginning of the second movie. That's probably it. So like he's a TV show, and then they made, I guess apparently according to this lore, it was based off of a real person. So I think his real name is still Buzz Lightyear, but they got Chris Evans to voice it now, and it seems seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to tune into this one.
Come up with new IP.
What?
That's all I asked
Nick's
for.
talking about the epoxy.
You have 6 A's in like 12 B.
I don't know. Doesn't line up.
Ryan's stealing them every day.
The Buzz Lee, are you going to watch this? Anyone going to watch this?
No.
Oh.
Joey will.
No.
He's a Disney adult, so.
So
I have
you know the whole thing
I'm
about
going in a couple weeks.
you know the whole thing about how Disney makes the new movies every 15 years. You've heard about that, right?
15.
Yeah.
Like so Aladdin, they'll remake Aladdin 15
Yeah.
years. Lion King, they'll remake Lion King.
They
Blah blah
did.
blah.
It's like
you know what I'm
15,
saying? Is they're like,
Yeah.
isn't there a point that like enough's enough?
I know. The Disney is afraid of making new stuff. All they look to do is make stuff that they know works, and they just remake it.
But here's the thing: you go down to Florida, the same shit's there, and it's still jam packed.
Oh yeah.
And I still go.
Oh, it works.
I mean, they just built Toy Story World, like 3 years ago?
Well, then they got
Yeah.
the Star Wars thing in there too.
Yeah.
All right, so I am
But-
going to integrate my question of the day right now
Okay.
because I think it's relevant.
Okay.
If you guys could take one movie and make it into either a ride or some kind of like amusement park,
Final Destination, make it real.
I like that one. I like that. Hey.
why do you have to say shit like that?
Well, I
You
like
asked
that.
the question.
I think it's fun. That'd be a fun
That's
ride.
creepy.
Why?
This movie's scary, man.
Yeah, and you die at the end.
I think a horror movie ride would be sick.
He'd make Squid Games.
Would you make Squid Games?
No, I just said it's a Final Destination. I want to be one of the ones that just gets killed off in the middle of the ride.
You want to just die?
Sit on an amusement ride?
That movie scarred me as a child. I saw that movie.
Now driving on the
Nick, what
highway
are you
behind
taking?
trees, I don't do it.
Oh yeah,
It's a good
like
question,
behind
not-
cars that move lumber.
Tree
Yeah,
trucks.
It's a good question.
Yeah. I remember the scene when she's getting out of the shower, or was it one of the people was getting out of the shower and they slip and they hang themselves
Oh,
with the shower
yep,
curtain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Acupuncture's another one I'll never do because of that scene.
The laser eye.
Yep.
How about the tanning
Tanning
bed?
bed.
Tanning bed. Yeah. So yeah, let's make that ride.
Oh, we're really.
I'm really scared of flying.
Yep.
Oh, the opening scene from that movie. Yeah, where he's like, "We gotta get off the plane."
I hate flying anyway, so I don't need any more reasons to hate it more.
All right, give me another one other than Final
I like the
Destination.
idea for a horror movie ride. That sounds fun as shit.
Doesn't Universal in Florida have Saw?
A Saw ride.
Ooh.
You get locked into a room,
Yeah, I think they have a Saw ride.
And you leave with one arm. Yeah, I'll do that one
and
too.
there's a dead body in the middle.
Yep.
But maybe he's not dead.
The ride is the
fuck
only
would
way
I
to
do?
escape is to cut off a limb.
Yeah, I do that one.
Big Nick, if I could convince you to watch a single horror movie, would you do it? Like if I find like one that I think you'd like.
So it's not even a horror movie.
We'll negotiate.
It's gory. It's just gory and gross.
We'll negotiate.
All right. Because like I like Cabin in the Woods a lot.
Shoot,
A Cabin in the Woods ride would be fun.
That would be.
Because Cabin in the Woods is kind of like a parody of horror movies, but still like a pretty decent horror movie, and like has all the aspects of different horror movies in it. And it's like the movie itself is like. I'm not gonna spoil Cabin in the Woods because it's a good movie. I highly recommend you watch it this Halloween season.
Ooh, I got one for you.
Ride, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the question? Just a ride?
I got one for
Just
you.
a ride, yeah.
What do you got?
All right, how about we make Song of the South into a ride?
Jeez Louise.
That was Splash Mountain.
All right, we didn't need to get technical.
Well,
but-
on a technicality, wasn't there a ride there
Yeah,
that they had to
it was-
redo?
That was the joke.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right, I got one for you. Jack Bauer, you got 24 hours.
You're stuck on a ride for 24 hours?
Yes.
That sounds
You don't
horrible.
need literal, like.
No.
Yeah.
It's like going through it real quick. Oh, well, first out.
You know the Toy Story the Toy Story ride in Disney where you like shoot like
The Buzz Lightyear.
Mania,
the Buzz
brother.
Lightyear
the
game.
Buzz Lightyear ride.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Yeah.
There's two of them now.
What about a Fast and Furious ride, Nick?
Buzz Lightyear.
Do they?
I'll have you know, every time I go, I max out the score on that game, and I'm not kidding you. I'll take pictures. Best there. They give me a button every fucking time. I'm so serious. Okay.
Why do you get a button every time?
Because I max out the score every time.
Joey,
9.
You maxed out
can
the
I
score.
beat you?
Yeah, I know.
The Buzz
I live
Lightyear
a
game?
life that's very
You know what?
envious.
That's it.
Dude,
You
if
know
you're
what?
not shooting, it's still going up. You realize that, right?
Wow. What a dick. What a dick.
Why do you choose to talk out of your ass? You don't know that. You don't know that at all.
I do know that
You
because
didn't know
I pulled my finger off the trigger before.
No, there's not a shot in the world that is true.
Damn.
That's it.
I will take you.
So you have fraud
to,
buttons.
I will pay just to take you to Florida,
Your buttons are-
buy you a pass into Magic
You
Kingdom.
have fraud buttons.
The
Say
buttons
it.
are
No, I don't. No, I haven't.
It's stolen
It's
valor.
still real to me, damn it.
It's stolen valor.
And you've got
not.
99999.
I'm a galactic hero. Every time that I get off, they tell me, "Welcome back, galactic hero," and they give me a button.
You know what else they say to you, Joey? Have a magical day, damn it.
And I buy the lanyard every time. I have a collection of them.
All right.
So don't tell me it goes up on its own. I know it doesn't.
Hold on. I don't know if I.
Thank you for your service.
Story.
Of course.
Joey,
I
you would
do
know.
it, I do
Joey,
it
you
for the
would
good
know
of the
this really
galaxy.
well. All right, quick story time, real quick. So I'm at Disney World with Juliet, and correct me if I'm wrong. You would know this too.
Yeah.
Is that the cast members and stuff? They're supposed to tell you, have a magical day. Big smile on their face, blah blah. Security guards, everything, right?
Yeah.
So I remember getting off the tram from the transit ticket center over to the monorail, and then getting on the monorail, and the guy goes, "Have a good day." I looked at the guy with a straight face, and I go, "Aren't you supposed to tell me to have a magical day?" And he goes,
Probably like, fuck.
He was like, "I am so sorry." He said that. He goes, "I am so sorry." And then, I'm like, I was just busting the guy's balls.
You just crushed the guy.
I was just busting
the
the
guy's gonna be
guy's balls.
corded off and burned.
He like
Probably
takes
like,
off
are you
his name
fucking-
tag.
yeah,
I gotta
Hands you his name
quit.
tag.
I was like, buddy, I'm just giving you a hard time. He goes, yeah, I know, but we're actually really supposed to say that. I was like,
They're dicks to their employees at Disney.
why would you be surprised?
Yeah.
Hey, no, everything's perfect and fine there.
Hey, everyone's all smiling.
There's magical,
except for
there's
the work,
galactic heroes.
except for the worker that has to walk behind the horse that's shitting and just pick up the shit all day. Come on, man.
It's one of the worst jobs there, yeah.
But it's still magical. It's magical.
It's magical poop.
It's magic.
It's a magical broom.
Yes.
You ever notice how you never see trash trucks or anything going through there at all? Have you ever done the underground tour? I've always wanted to do the underground tour.
I was going to say, it's because all the trash cans have trapdoors.
And they just
so, like,
shoot it down, right?
So the underground
like,
tour
where
is
the
just going through the
trash
trash
bag fills up,
heaps.
it's
Yeah.
just-
What?
Walt
Yeah.
Disney. No, I don't know if you knew this, but Walt Disney Magic Kingdom isn't. So the entire length of the park it's completely underground, and it's just as big. And all the trash trucks, the sewer things, they all go down there, and so that you don't see trucks going in and out.
No,
all
I
day
get
long.
that, but why would you
Why'd
want
you
to
wanna go tour that?
It would just smell like.
Oh,
No, no,
it's
no.
pretty cool because there's like tunnels and
Like
shit that
the
go to
cast
different
members
places.
go in there too. Like you never see like the
There's
workers that go
viewpoints.
there.
That's
Like they
pretty
go under the ground and then they go. right to-
Where are the doors to get there?
You never see them. That's the
Never
point.
see
They magically
They're all-
appear.
they're
Someone's
all-
gotta like draw it like a thing, and then
Well,
it appears.
I think when you're pulling up where the buses go, there's
Oh,
like
like the
a
Magic
door.
Kingdom?
There's like a door thing. I've seen that door before.
That's Disney jail up in there.
You've been to Disney jail? Yeah, a
Disney
few too many
jail?
Bud
I
Lights.
pissed in the Magic Kingdom.
You pissed in the magic.
So you have a fairy tale sexual predator thing on your ass? Is that what you're telling me?
All right. On that note, we should probably end the show.
I want to hear this story.
I pissed in the Magic Kingdom. So the extra magic hours. You remember when that was the thing?
I've pissed in the Magic Kingdom too,
Yeah.
in the bathroom. Okay.
I didn't do that.
Well, that's not what you said.
Well, now I am.
Okay.
The extra magic hours used to be until 3 a.m., which was just
Nothing good happens after
rowdy.
1.
no. So walking out at probably 2:30 a.m.
You
Thought
drunk?
it'd be funny to piss on
Yes.
Main Street.
Did you piss a Mickey image, like a little with the ears and everything?
No, I just tried to piss down a sewer.
No, you.
They put you in Disney
Yeah.
jail?
No, you.
The
didn't.
Disney jail for like 30 minutes. Yeah.
what do
Me
you-
and a couple of my friends, and they were like, "Hey, come on, you guys, knock it
do
off,
that.
get out of here." Yeah. Sent
enough.
us home.
Can't
Yeah.
do the
They're
crime.
like, you're lucky it was like empty, because if I had done that at like noon, I probably would have actually gone to
Yeah,
real
'cause
people
that-
jail.
that's-
like
You
indecent
probably would've been
exposure.
banned for life
From
going
children.
there.
Yeah,
Real
it,
people
it was lucky that it was like 2 a.m. and I was like the only person on Main Street except for the one security guard who.
So what
You
was
know.
Disney jail like?
This is the most magical place
It
on earth.
was no.
Did you have a
it-
Mickey Mouse pillow?
Nope. it was a lot more like a waiting room than it was jail. It was like a doctor's waiting room.
Doctor's waiting.
Yeah.
Wait,
It was just
like
like a-
prescription to have a magical day.
it was just like a room with some chairs and like a door that locked from the
So,
outside.
like, did they like apprehend you or just say you have to come with us?
Yeah, they took us in. Yeah, I was probably like 17, and I was.
Wow, you're
I,
a mess.
I had a handful of beers in me too, and they didn't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice about it.
Freaking shocked they didn't ban you.
Yeah, big time. I was 17, and I was like, I
You
was,
got lucky
I,
as fuck.
you know, I
You
did
ever-
the old
you ever walk
DUI
back-
trick.
You ever walk down Main Street and be like, huh, yeah,
I pissed here.
Right there.
piss right there.
Yeah.
Hey, just for the record, I need to know this area where you piss so I don't walk back there again. I've probably
I've forever
walked
stained it.
all over it because you asshole.
Yeah, people puking every day on that street. I'm sure little kids with toddlers with shit running down their legs. But I stained it with my piss.
Behind those toddlers picking it up with a match.
But because in 2012, I had a little fun at 2 in the morning on Main Street.
Yeah, a little fun.
All right,
Yeah.
that's all we got for
Kids
today.
place,
We're
all right?
a little bit overtime, Big Nick.
Let's log up.
Yeah, it's all right. We're all good. All right, make sure you guys like it, subscribe, turn your notifications on. We'll be live tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you're watching this, you want to tune in at 8 a.m., you can ask us questions, fill up the comments. We're only live once a week now, so make it count. And, yeah, that's a wrap.
Oh, I missed.